Do you ever feel like you're caught in a storm of things you just can't control? The traffic jam when you're already late, what other people think of you, or even just the weather ruining your plans. It can be frustrating, stressful, and downright exhausting. Well, what if I told you there's an ancient philosophy, practiced by emperors and slaves alike? This philosophy is Stoicism, and today we're diving into 5 Stoic ways to detach from everything you can't control, so you can find peace and resilience, no matter what life throws at you. Let's start with the absolute cornerstone of Stoicism, the dichotomy of control. This is the idea that some things are up to us, and others are not. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus put it simply: the chief task in life is simply this, to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals, not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. You can't control the economy, but you can control your own spending and saving habits. You can't control whether someone likes you, but you can control being a kind and honest person. You can't control a global pandemic, but you can control your personal precautions and how you support your community. Take a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. On the other things, I can. When you're feeling stressed about a situation, pause and mentally place each element into its correct column. Your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, your choices, those go on your side. Everything else, the past, the future, other people's opinions, the outcome of your efforts, goes on the other side. The magic happens when you consciously decide to focus all your energy on the can control column. It's not about being passive or giving up. It's about directing your power where it actually has an effect. This single practice can shift you from a state of helpless anxiety to one of focused, empowered action. It's about trading worry for work and frustration for freedom. Next up, let's talk about something the Stoics called premeditation, which sounds a bit grim but is actually incredibly liberating. It translates to the premeditation of evils, or, more simply, negative visualization. Now, this isn't about being a pessimist and expecting the worst all the time. It's a specific mental exercise. Each morning, take a few moments to think about the things that could go wrong during your day. Your car might not start. You might get into a disagreement with a coworker. The Stoic philosopher Seneca advised this practice not to make us miserable, but to prepare us. He wrote, "What is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect, and unexpectedness adds to the weight of a disaster." When you've already considered the possibility of spilling coffee on your shirt before a big meeting, yes, I thought this might happen, rather than a spiral of panic, you can then move straight to the solution, finding a way to clean it up or making a lighthearted joke about it. This practice builds incredible resilience. It's like a mental vaccine against the surprises of life. You're not wishing for bad things to happen. You're simply acknowledging that they can happen. This acceptance allows you to appreciate what you have right now even more. Negative visualization makes you grateful for the good times and unshakable during the bad. The third Stoic technique is a game changer for your perspective: the view from above. Imagine you're floating up, out of your body, above your house, above your city, and then even higher. Looking down on your country as a patch of color on the globe. Keep going, past the moon, seeing the earth as a beautiful blue marble suspended in the vast, silent darkness of space. From this cosmic perspective, think about the problem that's currently consuming all your attention. That argument you had, that deadline you're stressing about, that embarrassing thing you said. How big does it seem now, from the perspective of the entire universe? The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius practiced this often. He wrote in his Meditations, "Think of substance in its entirety, of which you have the smallest of shares, and of time in its entirety, of which a brief and fleeting instant has been assigned to you, and of the works of destiny, and how very small is your part in them." This exercise isn't meant to make you feel insignificant. It helps you see that most of our daily worries are incredibly small in the grand scheme of things. It breaks the cycle of obsessive thinking and allows you to detach emotionally. When you return to your immediate reality, the problem is still there. You can approach it with a calmer, clearer mind, free from the emotional baggage that was clouding your judgment just moments before. Our fourth Stoic principle is about embracing what happens. Amor fati. It's one of the most challenging but also one of the most powerful ideas in Stoicism, no matter how difficult or painful, as a necessary and even desirable part of your journey. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, who was heavily influenced by the Stoics, put it this way: "My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different. Not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it." So, how do you love the fact that you lost your job or that you were going through a tough breakup? Instead of seeing it as a catastrophe, you choose to see it as an opportunity to learn, to grow stronger, to pivot your life in a new direction. Amor fati means this is the perfect chance to find a career you're truly passionate about. Amor fati means this is an opportunity to learn more about yourself and what you truly need in a partner. It's about saying yes to life, exactly as it is. This doesn't mean you don't feel sadness or pain. Finally, the fifth way to detach is to remember our shared humanity and the transient nature of everything. The Stoics were big on memento mori. Remember, you must die. Again, this sounds dark, but its purpose is to invigorate life, not to fear death. Knowing that our time is finite is the ultimate motivator to not sweat the small stuff. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that the people who annoyed him, and he himself, would all one day be gone. He wrote, "Soon you will have forgotten all things. Soon all things will have forgotten you." This thought helps put petty annoyances and interpersonal conflicts into their proper, very small place. When you're stuck in traffic, instead of fuming, you can look around and see hundreds of other people in the same situation. This sense of shared experience fosters compassion and patience, both for others and for yourself. Remembering that everything is temporary: your anger, the traffic jam, your career, your very life helps you detach from outcomes. Why waste a precious moment of your limited time being consumed by anger over something you can't control? This final principle ties everything together. It encourages us to use our limited time wisely, focusing on what we can control, preparing for setbacks, maintaining perspective, and loving our fate is to help you detach from the uncontrollable and find a solid ground of peace and strength. To recap: 1. Practice the dichotomy of control to focus your energy where it matters. 2. Use negative visualization to prepare for challenges and build resilience. 3. Take the view from above to gain perspective on your problems. 4. Embrace amor fati to love and learn from whatever life sends your way. And 5. Remember our shared, transient existence to cultivate compassion and live with urgency. These aren't quick fixes. They are lifelong practices. You can gradually build a mental fortress that will protect you from the chaos of the outside world. You can become less reactive and more proactive, less anxious and more at peace. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on practical philosophy for modern life. Let me know in the comments which of these Stoic practices you're going to try first.